It's that time, man.
We've been trained in the heat of Phoenix, Arizona.
Trained for what?
To withstand this podcast, Ian.
Oh.
And we're ready for it. Well, you were just talking about how hot it was going to be.
Yeah.
And
I have the AC on.
Yeah.
But it's going to get warm in this room, man.
It's going to get real.
It's going to get real warm. Oh, fuck. I almost fell forward. Ugh. Okay.
Ian, why are we here?
E3 is happening starting this Sunday.
This is going to be an early podcast, right? It's coming out on Saturday.
Saturday.
Hopefully.
Yeah, tomorrow for us.
Tomorrow for us. Today is Friday.
Yep. I still got to let Kevin know about that.
June 9th, we should let Kevin know.
So he doesn't put up his own thing.
Still hope that things go up. And
No, this will be up tomorrow because I didn't want to talk about what might happen during the Xbox conference the day after it all happens.
After the Xbox conference. That's titillating podcasting.
Wow.
That's exciting stuff.
They nailed it.
Wow, look at them.
Now, if we did nail it, that would be pretty impressive, but could we prove that we recorded on
But
Friday
how exciting would it be to listen to two guys be completely wrong the day after you watch something
they
happen?
laugh at us at our expense.
More than they do already.
Fuck us.
More than they want to fuck us?
Motherfuckers.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
I mean, I don't think so.
They might. How many of our listeners are female? Not that means.
I was going to say.
I mean,
there could be some gay audience members.
You're right. No, yeah. I've had bad experiences with that.
Really?
No, I've never been fucked by a man, even, if that's what you're thinking.
No, but
that's
actually not what I was thinking.
But
have you been like hit on someone who thought you were gay?
Many times. Not maybe thought I was gay, but I only get hit on by gay men, never women. So I don't want it to seem like I'm tooting my own horn here. Only gay men. Yep. Only
like what? Like 6 times? 1 time? 2 times?
Okay, maybe 4 or 5 times. Like that I've noticed.
Were you at like bars or something? Or
no,
like,
you know me.
I know you're
I'm
not
that guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, were you like dragged to a bar by some friends or something?
One time,
that's what I mean.
I was in a Fry's and I walked by a guy and I was just getting milk, and he was like, "Hey, I like your hair." I don't even have cool hair. Like, if you've seen me, I just have stupid shaved hair. Like,
stupid shaved
He might have just been making fun of me, but like as I was walking away, because I didn't answer him.
I didn't say
no. To that I was like, thanks. And then I walked away, and he's like, "Where'd you get it done?" And I just walked away.
Yeah, I would have walked away too.
I was like, "This is weird.
That's very strange."
This is strange. But no, the other one is shout out to this guy if he's listening too. An individual I met in a religious gathering.
Oh God!
In a previous life of mine.
Literally.
Yeah. And it was 2011 when I met this guy, 6 years ago.
Okay.
And I can pull up my messenger right now and show you. I really want to, because you're not gonna believe me unless I do it, and it's really fucking funny.
I would believe you.
Dude, this guy has messaged me like a couple
on Facebook.
I mean, like so many times, like it doesn't even.
Texting or Facebook?
Facebook messaging. Okay. He doesn't have my number anymore. I had to get not I didn't have to get a new number, but I got a new number. I'm showing Ian right now, December 24th, 2011. And we're just scrolling down.
Fuck?
This guy, this is real life. We don't want to say his name. I don't want to put him on blast.
No. I won't say his name.
I met him one time at church when I used to go to church, and he just hasn't stopped.
I mean,
it's very strange.
I will say that. So you obviously you can tell that he's gay by the way he talks or something.
Yeah, the way he talks,
okay.
Not
because like if I hadn't heard him talk, he's not doesn't seem like they're come on. He's like, "Sup, bud?
Yeah,
hey,
but he's trying to.
He's trying to get you to talk.
But
to him.
I mean, yeah.
But see, to me, just like the way it was written, I wasn't reading.
Totally, he's like, "Yeah, what up, bud?" Like,
yeah.
But no, the way he talks, he's going. I mean, this doesn't make him gay, but he's going to school to like be a pastor.
You know what's okay?
Doesn't make him gay.
No, I know, but here, you know something weird?
What?
It is somewhat of a coincidence.
Okay.
My oldest friend,
Lucas.
Okay. Just go with first name.
Okay.
My oldest friend, Lucas. Is gay.
Okay.
Him and I can't take even like 10% of the credit.
Okay.
But I was around and somewhat active when he created our high school in a pretty conservative town in Washington State. Our high school's first GSA, which is Gay Straight Alliance, like stopping people from
good for him.
Bullying gays.
Hell yeah.
And so we started that whole thing, and he is a pastor. Went to school to be a pastor. Yes,
that's strange.
Episcopal. It's not Catholic.
That's interesting.
Okay, not
Yeah.
Catholic.
What? What does it matter?
Uh,
I wasn't implying. What
I am.
Did you think by my raised eyebrows I was implying something?
Yes,
here? Is that what you
absolutely.
thought by my raised eyebrows and my weird wink? Like,
If
that I was
it
implying
matters
something?
to you, because he lives in an enlightened place called Washington and
An
not,
enlightened-
not Arizona, he is a married man.
An enlightened place.
He is a married
What?
man.
I didn't. What? Yeah.
And
Yeah. What? I don't. What?
it's Episcopal.
I didn't-
Episcopalian is
I
the-
didn't imply anything. What are you talking about?
Everything you're saying is implying something.
What are you talking about?
Oh
I got
my
hit on
God.
by a very possibly homosexual male. Good-looking fella. You know,
Yeah.
who knows if I might, one day slide into those DMs and
Whatever.
give him a shout-out, Who knows?
Oh my
Who knows? E3, man.
Yes, let's get on track.
Let's call
here.
it there. That was
There
great.
went 5 minutes.
5 minutes of gay talk.
Okay. Yeah. So E3 starts. I love E3. I don't know about you. I'm a huge. I'm like I watch all the 3-hour long streams.
No,
I'm
yeah. Weirdly,
fucking into it.
I was crazy into E3 up until 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I don't know why.
I was gonna say something specific.
No, I just stopped caring as much. Before that, when I was a little bit younger, I was crazy about them, and then I was like, I felt like I kept getting let down.
Yeah, I get that.
So I was like, I don't want to even hear about your shit anymore. And
Well,
I'll just wait until it comes. Like,
For me, like a lot of it is, you ever watch those Ben Stiller movies where they're really, really like,
Zoolander?
Zoolander's actually not really one of the ones I'm talking about. It's a great movie,
Great movie.
hilarious.
I'm so
But
surprised
like
that
Meet
you
the
like
Parents or like
I love Meet the Fockers.
What's the Meet the Fockers? What's the one? Along Came Polly.
I love that
These
movie.
movies where he embarrasses the fuck out of himself
God,
and
I
it
love
makes
that
you
movie.
want to cover your face up.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like
part-
25% of why I like to watch E3 because these corporations
Yeah, yeah.
know nothing about how to engage human beings,
Mm-hmm.
and they're horrible. They're really corny, and I love making fun of when they fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
It just like not at their expense in the sense that like, oh, if I were up there, I might screw up too. But if
Yeah,
I were
yeah.
up there, I wouldn't talk like that.
Are you talking about like when they go to play a game and it doesn't work?
No,
That kind of
I feel bad because
That's-
that's usually developers
Yeah,
up
yeah.
there with their baby that's
Yeah.
not working. It's
That is really
embarrassing.
it's,
That
it's really
sucks.
sad, yeah.
I'm talking about let's go to I think it was 2015 E3 with the release. They showed Star Wars Battlefront,
Okay.
and they had this woman who's first of all she was reading an awful corporate script, and her first language was not English. She's like I think they're Dutch. Are
Oh,
they
no.
Dutch? Dice?
I don't know.
I think they're Dutch.
We'll call 'em Dutch.
Let me know if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But they're from a European nation that does not speak English at
Okay.
first. But of course she speaks great English. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But she's got this accent. And they come up with these fucking taglines
Mm-hmm.
that they think are going to be so great, this marketing bullshit. Live out your Star Wars battle fantasies.
Oh my God.
And you're just like, oh no.
Do you think that they thought that her accent would add some kind of pizzazz to it?
I think they just wanted a developer up there. She was from the development team, so
Okay.
I kind of felt bad for her because I generally like developers over the corporate assholes. But like sometimes they'll bring up comedians that are not funny,
Yeah.
and
No, yeah.
and they just because there's
Shouldn't
just
be talking about
corporations are not humans, and they don't like people who own corporations. I feel like haven't talked to a regular person.
Dude, I think
Ever?
that a lot. You hear a lot of commercials or like advertising pitches and stuff, and you're like, who is the marketing guy behind this? Like, what was he thinking?
Or like even your
Who are you reaching
emails
out
at
to?
work from your company.
It's
Like,
it's
that
almost
you're
gross.
just reading. We're like, no one cares about
Yeah,
that.
no, yeah, 100%.
It's like the classic cliche synergy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's how E3 can be
Right,
sometimes.
yeah, 100%.
And so like there's classic moments like all the way back to 2006 E3 where they were showing this developer was showing this game for PS3. It was like back when the PS3 was about to be launched,
Mm-hmm.
and he was showing like this action RPG, third-person action game, kind of like a Ninja Gaiden style like action game. And he was talking about how it's based in like real historical battles about like the Japanese Civil War, like
Okay.
feudal Japan or whatever.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
talking about how realistic it was.
Uh-huh.
And the next thing, he turns a corner and fights a giant crab on a
Oh
beach.
my god!
You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
Yeah,
And
I think I know
it's a
what you're
classic line where he's like,
so
and what you have to
funny.
do is flip the crab and hit its weak spot for massive damage. This is right after he was talking about how realistic the game was. And like, so like, hit the crab, hit it in its weak spot for massive damage is like a big, like, just a classic line from people who have been watching E3
Do you
for
think
a
that
long
was
time.
intentional? Like he was trying to be funny?
No.
No, you
definitely
really don't
not.
think
That's
so?
what made it even more funny.
that's
Because
like-
it was such an embarrassing,
That's
like,
almost cringeworthy.
and then they came out and they were like, "Oh, PS3, $600," and we're like,
Oh
"What
my
the
God.
fuck?" You know what I mean?
Oh my
Or like
God.
the Xbox disaster, Xbox One, when before Phil Spencer was there, it was Don Matrick, and he was like TV, television,
Yeah.
NFL.
What is
Like, they
going
didn't even
on?
talk about games.
That's what
at
I was
all.
talking about. Is as
Always online, no used games. Like,
I was primarily an Xbox fan, and I think that's why I stopped caring the last couple of years. Because
Yeah.
the last couple of years for Xbox has been, great.
those moments are horrible. But then you have the moments of like when Bethesda did their first ever E3, their own, as a publisher, along with Activision and EA and all those guys. Bethesda went up and Todd Howard came out and did the Fallout 4 and it was perfect.
Yeah.
He knows how to talk to gamers because he's a gamer. He knows what you want to hear, when you want to hear it. The release, it was perfect. It was great. And like when they nail it, it's the complete opposite of that. You're like, oh my god, and like makes you just want to go buy the game because you believe in them.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they understand their audience. So I don't know. I just love the ups and downs of E3 and just sitting here and just judging these awful corporations that just screw us over all the time, anyways. And to watch them flip and bumble and suck is great for me.
I think it's just so awkward for me. I just don't enjoy it.
Which is funny because I don't like those Ben Stiller movies because I can't enjoy it because I'm so embarrassed.
I was just going to bring up that scene in Along Came Polly when they're having sex and he's trying to count to like focus.
Yes.
And he like finally comes and he's like 50, and she's like 50. Whoa! I love it. Or when they play basketball. Shout out to God, what's his name? God damn it. The guy who died. His buddy in there.
Who died? A lot of people died.
Oh no, the big guy, big bald guy who plays in Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, I don't remember his name.
God damn it! What is his name? It's one of the 3-part names. It's like a weird long name. Why did I almost say Pauly Shore?
I don't know. That's definitely
not
not
Shore.
I don't know, man. I don't
Damn
remember,
it! All
I don't
right,
remember his name. We'll have to look it up later.
Yeah.
So today we're just gonna kind of go over like if we have predictions, great. If we don't, we just kind of want to go over like some of the major things, talk about what we think of, what we're looking forward to, what we want to hear, what we're hoping to hear, stuff like that.
Yeah.
First of all, can I tell you something real quick?
Please.
I forgot to show you out there.
Yeah, show me.
I got the collector's edition of Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, I did see a picture.
Is that a picture?
Yeah, you uploaded it.
Yeah, I uploaded
on
a
the
picture.
ZeroHP.
That's right. Yeah. But like I've been playing it. It's really,
How is it?
It's really good.
How is it?
I mean, I love ESO anyway.
Yeah, of course.
So.
Are we doing what are we playing? Want to just do that?
I just figured like fast, because I've been playing that and I love it.
Yeah,
like they did a great job of it. It takes place in the same landmass that Morrowind took place on. Elder Scrolls 3 and Vardenfell. But it's like 7 centuries earlier, and they did a way better job than I thought they were going to do of replicating, making it familiar enough to feel nostalgic, but believable that it's that much further back. It doesn't look exactly the same. Things are not, you know what I mean? Because like I feel like they may have fallen into that trap where it was just a nostalgia trap. They just make it look the same. They're like, it's 700 years, doesn't matter. It really the growth is different. Some of the land is different. Like the cities look a little different. There are different buildings that weren't there. Things have been built on top. So they did a really, really good job of getting that balance between, kind of the lore, right? And
you're liking it though?
The story is really good so far. I'm just pumped to keep playing it. I just want to keep playing it. So, not disappointed at all. There's some technical hitches because,
of course,
an MMO expansion launching. So there's been some like textures aren't loading, or like sometimes like a building will just be not there and stuff like that. So, but it usually fixes pretty quick. And for a huge MMO expansion launch, it's actually been pretty damn smooth. So,
dude, that's awesome.
It's really fucking awesome.
Hell yeah,
I love it.
Hell yeah, dude.
How about you?
I mean, come on.
Overwatch?
Come on.
We're playing Overwatch tonight.
Come on.
We're playing Overwatch
Sure
tonight.
we are, buddy.
I have played every Friday for multiple hours consistently without missing.
Fuck
so
out of Overwatch. It's been 2 Fridays. Calm down.
No, it's been 3.
2 Fridays. Calm down. 1 without me. I've only been to 2. Or been a part of 2.
Okay, well then just don't fucking yell at me about it.
I'm a piece of shit. I'm sorry. So much Overwatch. I'm level 33.
Nice.
I think last time we played I was 18.
You were like 18 or 19.
Something ridiculous. Way too much. I understand, just real quick we'll touch on it. I unlocked ranked. I understand where the addiction comes from once you get ranked. I also understand where the rage comes from once you get ranked. We talked about it a little bit with Doug.
I don't know if you heard about Doug getting kicked off and then it blaming him for leaving.
Did he leave the game?
Well, the servers kicked him out of the game, and then the game said...
he did tell me that.
And the game said, you can't leave, and removed a bunch of his ranks.
It docked like 100...
about destroyed his television.
It docked him like 100 competitive points.
And he just got kicked out. He did not leave.
Which is fucked up, and it's really, believe it or not, it's kind of hard to get 100 competitive points, because you have to win consecutively games, you know what I mean? That's so fucked up. But the real rage comes from people actually leaving.
Yeah.
Luckily, I read an article where they're discussed, the people over, at Blizzard were discussing like real serious penalties for people leaving a game, especially in competitive, because you are trying to win. It's extremely frustrating because having -1 guy,
you're done.
You lose.
You're done.
You lose the game. You have to have 4 really good fucking dudes. They're talking about you get suspended from a season, the entire season, if you leave a game.
The problem is you can't do that if people are getting booted off your servers.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a whole nother issue. You need to, not you need to, but they need to definitely resolve. So that's where that comes from, and people leave more often than they do in quick play, which is strange.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe you don't notice it in quick play because people leave and people jump back in.
Yeah, and plus you just don't really care. Like whatever, it sucks. I mean, I care, but it's like it's expected.
Yeah,
it's quick play.
In
Some guy gets on and gets yelled at by his wife.
Exactly.
My bad.
In competitive, people can't join mid game. At least it doesn't seem like it. Never happens. You know what I mean?
That makes sense too, because
Right,
how can you give them credit for a win if they come in the last second?
Exactly. But anyway,
that's a big problem.
I'm loving it. It's so much fun.
I
hope we get to play tonight.
Oh,
I love it when the three of us
tonight,
get on there.
Absolutely playing tonight.
Can't wait.
Play every Friday night, and if I don't play on a Friday night, it'll be ahead of time when I tell you I won't.
Perfect.
But you can just assume, just like these podcasts, I'll be playing all the
Just like these podcasts.
And I guarantee you, 3 to 6 hours a week for a multiplayer game for me.
Oh, it's groundbreaking, for sure. I don't mean to give you too much shit. It's just because I want you to play more.
And I'm going to continue to play. I will never not play. It's going to be a game I'll play for many years.
I hope so. I really hope so. Because
I love it.
I'm fucking loving it. We should get you to ranked tonight because it's double XP weekend.
If I get to 22 tonight, I will jump back on at some point during the weekend.
And just knock it out.
Yeah.
I really think you'll get
in fact, I'm going to have some time on Sunday. I wanted to play Morrowind, but we'll see where I am. If I pass 25, I'm playing Morrowind.
Well, okay, so you think getting to ranked will make you not want to play?
No, but there's certain goals we got to hit. We'll see. We'll fucking see.
We'll fucking see. Let's talk about E3, Ian.
Let's do E3.
I took notes.
Give me your first one. One of the first things you wanted.
I just wanted to go chronologically if you want. We can
start
with
okay,
tomorrow.
I don't know the chronology of it other than
I've got it here for you, buddy.
All right.
Tomorrow, June 10th on Saturday, Electronic Arts, EA
with their thing, which is across the street and
whatever they do,
E3.
Whatever they do, but they're counted on the calendar. EA has theirs at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time.
Theirs was so fucking awkward last year.
What I tried to do for each one was what I'm excited for, and then some other shit.
Okay, cool.
So what I'm excited for, Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh, hell yeah.
We've talked about it. I can't wait to jump in. I didn't play the first one very much.
Looks like they're fixing every problem imaginable.
And because you said that on one of our podcasts, I'm like, I'm sold. Let's fucking do it. I love the originals, and I hope they kind of conform back to that. On side notes, I put they have things coming out such as FIFA 18 and a new Need for Speed game. Neither of which I give a shit about.
They'll show Madden, probably. I'm assuming it's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Which is it's one of those weird games where I always play them, but I'm not really pumped about them.
Yeah, same for me.
I
never even play them. I haven't played a Madden game since.
Well, yeah, but you're not really into football.
09 or something. Sense. Yeah. I played it with my little brother, and that was fun. But he got taller than me, and But yeah, EA, are you excited? Do you care?
No. EA, sometimes EA does some great stuff. I would like to see some Battlefield DLC news. I love Battlefield 1. It's one of my favorite EA games of a very, very long time. I want to see if they... The one thing, BioWare is the only thing about EA that I love. So if they want to... they know they're working on a Dragon Age, but I don't think they're going to announce it.
I don't think they're going to even show up.
But,
they're going to show up.
No, they will. There's one thing they will show up with. They should, unless they've decided to delay it. Because a few months ago, BioWare Edmonton, the original team that made KOTOR and Mass Effect and those games, they said they're working on a new IP. They're planning on releasing
Mushroom.
in the first quarter of next year, which means if that's going to happen, you better start talking about it. So that might releasing,
not announcing.
No, releasing in spring of 2018.
I got real skeptical eyes right now.
Edmonton has not. I agree, skeptical. I think it might come out next year because Edmonton has not released anything for a while. I don't.
Okay, that could be good. That could be a good thing.
So they've been making stuff because Andromeda was Montreal.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. I'm sorry.
Oh,
that was his name.
I'm
shit. So sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. No, you had to do that.
Please go.
I needed it too. So BioWare, anything BioWare talks about, I would like to hear about Andromeda DLC, but I feel like Andromeda is like the prequels now.
I don't think they're
and
going
they
to
don't
touch
want
it.
to touch it.
I don't
with
think they're going to touch
it. It's like
it.
Disney with the prequels. They're like, shh.
People bring it up and they're like, we don't. They put their finger on your mouth and they're like, we don't.
They're canon. They're canon. But we're just gonna move on.
Look, here's Johnny Depp in the Pirates of the Caribbean exhibit.
Exactly. So I'm like
trying to pay his divorce off.
But at the same time, Andromeda to me is good enough to where I would buy DLC. It's like right there.
Yeah, really?
It's right there. Well, yeah,
That's good.
I mean, it is the game. If it were just a short, bitchy game that was like Call of Duty, I wouldn't care about it.
Right,
But it's,
of course. No,
I've liked some of the characters quite a bit, and I've gotten attached to enough to my writer to be like, I'd play a story DLC.
Totally.
If it's multiplayer DC, you can stick it up your ass.
Yeah.
I'm not playing that.
Did you play any multiplayer?
A little bit, just so I could write a
any
review.
horde mode? Is that what it is? Right.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just like
wasn't
co-op
that,
horde
wasn't
mode.
that 3?
Yeah, it's basically 3s. The only thing they changed... Well, I won't go into that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
it's...
can, dude. Go for it.
No, so I don't think... I'm not saying I'm predicting that, but I wouldn't mind seeing that. But for me, if EA brings out Star Wars Battlefront, any of their other Star Wars properties that they've been working on, like Amy Hennig, the writer of the Uncharted stories.
Yeah.
And dialogue and creating all those wonderful characters. She's working with EA. I don't remember which team it is, which dev team it is, to make a Star Wars game.
Right.
Single-player Star Wars story game. I mean, the writing is going to be good.
We can only hope that they gave her the freedom she deserves. Because especially with EA,
why would you hire her and then?
But this is EA. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
So
I know
right.
you know
You're
what
so
I mean.
right.
I don't want them to be like
they
to pitch a thing
Dead
and then
Space
be
and
like,
Dead Space
"Whoa,
2
wait,
came
hold
out
on.
and they were both huge successes.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Look, we need to make a change.
We need another guy. We need some more action.
We need co-op.
And
make
human
these
enemies.
things less scary. Less scary, guys. I'm a little scared when I watch
God.
these things. I'm a little afraid for our children.
I don't know what they're. Yeah, I don't know what they do.
So they
All
ruined that. So we'll see. But
Yeah.
EA, not super excited, but they could be one of those ones, if they do it right for once, they could be one of those kind of surprise
That'd be great.
conferences where it's like, whoa, they hit on Star Wars, they hit on like the new BioWare game, and like, boom, they're the talk of the whole
That'd
show.
be great, yeah.
They have the potential in games being released to be like the best of show.
Yeah, 100%.
But they also are usually fucking dog shit.
100% true as well. Following that, Sunday on June 11th, we start with Bethesda at 9 p.m. Pacific Time, 12 a.m. Eastern.
Definitely my favorite big publisher.
Yeah, might as well.
'Cause they just get it. They fucking get it. Pete Hines is a badass. Pete Hines is like the main marketing guy. Like, I love Pete Hines. I love Pete Hines. I love Todd Howard. If they're doing it, I believe it'll be a great show. What do you think will be there?
All I put in my notes was question mark, new Elder Scrolls, question mark.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think we'll get a new Elder Scrolls. Maybe it'll be shown off next year, maybe. But I don't... Because one thing is Bethesda Game Softworks, which is, that's the people who make Fallout and Elder Scrolls, is working on a new IP right now. And they've said that Elder Scrolls is kind of just being put on hold. It's guaranteed to happen. Of course, they would never... I mean, that game sells tens of millions of copies. They're going to make another one. But they're making something else. Yeah. And Bethesda takes time with their game. They're like Rockstar. They don't
fuck around.
They don't fuck around. They still release them in terrible shape, but... And I don't think that's...
They fuck around a little bit.
Seriously, next Fallout or Elder Scrolls, the fans can't do the glitches fun anymore.
They will. They will, though.
No, I don't think they will.
No, but they will.
I won't.
Remember when you could get hit by a mammoth and it would send you flying through the air?
I'd laugh at that, but a lot of that is part of that engine. It better be on a new engine.
No, you're right.
I don't want another Elder Scrolls game on the same fucking engine they've been using.
Yeah, I think so.
Right. I think it's time we kind of stuck it to them a little bit, because it's like we need to expect a little more from one of the
100%.
great, most talented developers teams.
I couldn't agree with you more. I was just saying what I think is going to happen.
I agree. I know.
You know what I mean?
You're being realistic.
I agree with you.
But I'm going to hold them review wise and podcast wise. I'm not going to. I was pretty easy on them with Fallout, and I'm done with that. I expect a 9 or higher out of their next game.
Yeah, and I think a break could be good. I think we can all agree Fallout 4 wasn't what we thought it was going to be.
I think I gave it an 8.
I think a lot of people did, maybe even lower.
Which is good.
Which is
a damn good score.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't Fallout 3. Remember Fallout 3? Remember the first time
it wasn't
we played Fallout
Skyrim.
3? Definitely wasn't Skyrim.
It wasn't as good as any of their games before, really.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I think you're right. I think maybe they're smart enough to give it some time to rest.
And you could just tell. You could just see the old bones. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It felt like an old game with slightly up-res graphics.
It was like, what are we doing?
Just all of it. So What else? But here's the thing. So they have other studios. They have Arcane Studios, which made Prey. So I don't know what that. I think they have 2 teams now because they also made Dishonored 2. I don't think there's going to be another Dishonored.
Do you think? Is there a DLC plan for Prey?
I don't know. I didn't play Prey yet.
Does Prey have a multiplayer?
Don't believe so.
I have no idea. I haven't played Prey either. I talked to Jimmy a little bit about Prey.
Okay.
He likes it a lot more than a lot of other people I've listened to on a regular basis. He said the actual shooting mechanics are some of the best he's played in a first-person shooter, which is good. And we talked about before on a podcast, I believe, about Prey. He likes the mystery of it. He likes not knowing or trusting any kind of inanimate object in the room, which I thought was a really cool part of Prey. But unfortunately, a lot of people didn't like Prey. Maybe not didn't like isn't the right word.
I just feel like Arcane has made these games that are not only really good, like really good, but they always go underappreciated and they always go unnoticed. Dishonored and Dishonored 2,
great.
We're getting 8s and 9s. Go look at the Metacritic. It's like 88 or 89 or something. I don't think it sold much.
Yeah,
it just
I think you're right.
They haven't been able to get. They're really hardcore games. Like Prey is BioShock is. They didn't make BioShock. I'm just saying Irrational Games made BioShock, but BioShock is like the only example of that style of game. Like a game that's that's saying something and it's like really kind of like artsy in a way that hit the mainstream. If
Jimmy also compared it to BioShock as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like it has a lot to say. It's a philosophic game, and it's got an alternate history, which kind of means that your audience has to know what the actual history was in the first place. But they probably don't anyway. You know what I mean? It just I don't mean to like sound elitist or anything. It's just that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of people who would see it and they'd be like, "Oh, bro, let's play Prey, bro," and then like it doesn't immediately let you start killing everything because it wants to introduce you to like this whole world and story. And they're like, "This is fucking boring."
I know you wake up in your apartment and you check your emails and people are like,
"That's what I'm saying." Like it's like it's a game. It's my kind of game.
Yeah.
It's our kind of game.
Yeah, exactly.
That would introduce very seriously their tone and all that. And I just feel like. Or like, the Dishonored are stealth games. Well, people aren't patient enough for that. They don't want to play it. They don't want to...
Yeah, they added in a way, not added in, but in the game, in Dishonored, I mean, you could go full force.
And it was fun.
It was fun, but it wasn't nearly
not how they designed it.
You had one gun, one type of gun.
Yeah.
Which was
they added some more stuff in 2, I believe. I didn't get to play 2.
I didn't play 2
I bought it the day it came out and never played it.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, we'll see. The other one, though, my kind of prediction, if you will, is pretty safe. Machine Games made Wolfenstein. It was a surprise hit.
Yeah.
It was a good game. I didn't beat it, but I played a lot of it. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get Wolfenstein 2.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's a good guess.
We should get an announcement trailer with a release date for Wolfenstein 2, which would be awesome because I'm going to play the first one again and beat it.
That would be cool.
Before the second one comes out. It was a really good first-person shooter. So
Hell yeah.
I think we should see that. What's next?
Jumping next, Microsoft, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. What I put on my notes here.
So that was all tomorrow? Wait, what?
We're on Sunday now.
Yeah, so all of this has been Sunday. Though,
Bethesda and Microsoft are both on Sunday.
Early Sunday. Okay, that's what I just wanted to
know.
And EA is Saturday?
Yeah, I should have put Microsoft first. They do come before Bethesda. I apologize for that.
That's okay. I just wanted to make sure. So EA will be...
EA is Saturday.
What we were talking about will be going on as we update the...
Yep. EA will be Saturday. Sunday will be Microsoft, and then Bethesda. Again, I apologize. What I put under Microsoft here was obviously a lot of Scorpio. We're just going to talk a lot about
That's
Scorpio.
what they're going to do.
They're going to try to recover.
What do you want from Microsoft?
I want a release date and a price for Scorpio.
Oh, you'll get that.
And then I'm not going to buy it anyway, but probably not for a long-ass time. Again, for Microsoft, I put a lot of question marks. What I want, and I hope to hear more about, is the new Crackdown game.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I think that's... I don't want to say
it's going to get delayed again.
Going away, but I do want to say it's not getting the prioritization that it should. Because those were great games. I don't know if you played them.
I did.
1 and 2 were a shitload of fun, especially if you had friends online.
I didn't play 2 as much. I played a ton of 1.
So much fun, dude. So much. Just jumping from building to
Oh
building.
my god, yeah, it's like super powerful. Like I love to land on cars from like from a skyscraper, and they would just explode.
And then the higher level up, you got turned into fucking Iron Man, and you could fly. It was awesome. And then another thing I put, because I read a lot of talk about, of course, you jump to this, a new Halo or a new Gears of War, and I don't want either of those things.
I don't think so. I don't think they will. I don't think they're going to do that.
But I mean, the only other option is a new IP.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
what they have to do.
What it's probably going to happen.
That's what they have to do.
But you would agree that a new Halo or Gears of War would be a bad idea. I think
because
it's a
like
fucking terrible
the biggest, I think Phil Spencer knows that. I think I think the biggest everyone always says that all they have is Halo and Gears. What they need now, this is like ideal. I don't know if this will happen. What they need is a third-person action role-playing game. They need to just copy Sony. They just need to copy them. Copy Horizon.
Yeah.
Or copy Last of Us. I need a story-driven... You need a new character who is visually unique that you can slap right onto a console box.
It's so hard to do.
I don't care, you're Microsoft. You have billions of dollars.
Right, no, you're right.
If Sony
You're
can do
right.
it, you can fucking do it.
No, you're completely
They've
right.
done it twice before. You could put Master Chief or Marcus Phoenix on a box, and that'll sell the box. You need another character able to do that. It used to. You need another fucking game or two like that.
I think you're right.
And if they don't deliver something somewhat like that, I'll be really disappointed. Like, really, really
I think it's all they have. That and Scorpio are going to be obviously the two biggest talking points.
I have a feeling, and I could be wrong, I just trust the guy. He's one of the few corporate heads that I, like, don't think is a scumbag, and I don't think he's out of touch.
What if he's just a good liar, though?
He
could be.
But he has delivered so far. If he was a good liar, he would be lying about all the stuff.
You're right.
He's released everything. He came up, he got the Game Pass out, which we didn't love, but I think it'll turn into something.
It was a thing. It worked.
It was a great idea.
Yeah.
And I think it might become a cool thing. You know, the Xbox One S has come out. He turned that shit around, and I feel like this is going to be the nail right here. This is like... Xbox can kick the door open. They release Scorpio. It needs to be $3.99. I don't care if you're taking a loss. They've set themselves up in a position. They say it's $4.99. They're fucked.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
No one's buying it at $500.
And I think it will be.
Phil, no one is buying this at $500.
Phil, if you're listening, if
no
you're a
one's
ZeroHP
buying
fan,
this. No one.
For sure retweet us.
And when I say no one, I mean like 10,000 people.
And definitely retweet us and get us some followers. And then, I mean, don't do that, man. Don't be that guy.
If it's $4.99, it's going to fall on its face. I guarantee you. But I also think that Scorpio's going to be fucking awesome. I don't think it's just going to be...
I don't
4K
like
upgrade.
it. I don't like it, though.
I think it's going to be
the idea is, it's just weird, man. I don't like change. Wait, and then give me a new fucking console. I don't want to pay for this shit and then get another console in a couple years from now, which is probably what's going to happen, because Scorpio is going to beat PS4 Pro, which no one's talking about anymore, and then Sony has to respond with a new thing, and then fucking Xbox is going to give you, here's Scorpio 2! And just, like, come everywhere, and then, like, I can't.
It depends
financially
on if
keep up
Scorpio
anymore.
is what they say it is, in the sense that if they can keep like dormant shit in there and unlock it as time comes, or you can somehow upgrade it, you're dropping off prices. You don't have to pay $500 for another console in 2 years. I don't know that that's the case, but that's what I'm saying, is that there's so little we know. They're going to fill us in on all of this stuff.
Do you think...
You should come over so we can watch it.
Fuck yeah. Let's do that.
We should watch all of the stuff on
Microsoft
Sunday.
is Sunday?
Yeah, Bethesda too. Let's watch them.
Bethesda.
Fuck EA.
That's at
we'll
9.
Watch the highlights.
Bethesda's at 9 p.m.
Eastern?
Microsoft's at 2. 9 Pacific time.
Wow, that's
so 9 or 10 here? Is it 9?
9 here.
9 here.
Yeah, we're on Pacific.
Yeah.
Wow, it's late.
And Microsoft is at 2. Let me double check, but that's what it said.
Yeah, no, I believe you. That's just weird. They're so late. I wonder what they're doing.
Yep, 9 p.m. PT,
Crazy
12 a.m.
motherfuckers.
12 a.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, we should go over and watch the
we
Microsoft
should do that.
one.
We absolutely should.
And maybe we do like a quick video reaction.
Fuck
or some
yeah.
shit like that.
Why not?
Yeah, so I think that Phil Spencer and Aaron Greenberg and all those guys have the potential to blow everybody away. Whether they do it or not, we'll see.
Yeah.
But I think they actually care. I think they actually are in touch with people, and they know what their problems are. We'll see if they fix them. They're not easy fixes. They got buried in a big ass hole by Don Matrick.
Yeah. So I hope you're right.
But I think Scorpio can really blow people away. I hope we get a new IP, like a big time new IP, or
I hope so
or
too.
Two.
And what I was going to ask you about Scorpio is, you kind of mentioned that it would be something that would have aspects of it that would remain dormant.
I mean, he's talked about that.
Yeah, yeah. And what I'm wondering is, do you think it'll eventually become more PC-like, where instead of in a couple years this new console, they'll be like, here comes the new graphics card. You buy it for your Scorpio, you play these new games, they run freaking great. And then, but what does that do for the old the people who have the older versions.
I
like,
think
I don't
that
know.
depends on how this works. This is
Yeah.
the first time that's happening. And if it works, if things sell and people prefer it because it's less money over more periods of time, you know what I mean? Like if you're people, even if you're spending a little more money, people would rather spend less money at a given time any day.
PC gamers. That's the number one argument they're going to give you every time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely.
Take it from a guy who hears
But
a lot of shit from a lot of PC
Here's
gamers.
the thing with for the PC though is the upfront is where you pay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's $1,200.
Yeah. At least.
But after that,
Yeah.
it's better. It's cheaper after the games are cheaper. Everything is so it changes where you spend because like you can argue, sure, $400 for a console. Well, how much does your TV cost?
Right.
$800. Well, now you're over but you're going to have a TV that'll work for a while, and you're buying a couple consoles per TV generation. So you're spending the same amount of money. It's just depending on where you're spending. And usually, software is not as cheap on consoles as it is.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So it just depends on where you go. But really, this is probably the most intriguing conference for me because it's like the potential to skyrocket or fucking plummet, and it's really nowhere else they can go. I don't think.
Yeah.
So,
No,
we'll
I think,
see.
I think
We'll do
you're
a
right.
reaction video on Sunday.
Now jumping to the second least intriguing conference for me, Ubisoft would be Monday, June 12th at 1 p.m. Pacific time.
Personally, extremely intriguing for me.
Yeah.
Just one reason.
Far Cry 5?
No, I don't care about Far Cry.
You don't care about Far Cry 5?
No, I probably won't even.
You don't care about Far Cry 5? Assassin's Creed?
Yeah. Yes.
You liked Far Cry 5 a week ago.
I thought it was
We talked
interesting.
about it,
No,
and you were all jazzed for it.
I thought I thought it was really cool looking, but Far Cry
Just
is
compared to
really my
Assassin's
thing.
Creed, it's small potatoes.
Well, I feel like I'm the last human on Earth that likes Assassin's Creed still. But I'm just really fucking excited about it.
How do you feel about these rumors
didn't even
of the,
care about the annualization. I mean, principally, I hate annualization.
Yeah.
But hypocritically, I fucking love Assassin's
100%,
Creed.
yeah.
And I love every single Assassin's Creed that came out. Syndicate was awesome. I loved Unity. I didn't have the glitchy problems everyone else had.
Everyone.
I seriously, if I did, I would have ripped it apart.
Right,
for it.
yeah.
I didn't. I didn't run into the glitches other than a couple little things.
How do you feel about the rumors of the Egypt setting?
I don't care what they do.
And the
I
female
think-
and the female protagonist.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
That
cool.
would be really cool.
So you would
I
like
know
that.
people are starting to think that this is like a thing where they're just doing it because it's working. But what people aren't realizing is that games take years and years and years to develop. They're not just seeing a Horizon, which came out less than a year ago, and going, let's make a woman character!
Yeah.
This has been in the works for a long time, so
Yeah.
enough of that whole conversation.
Yeah.
You've had enough bald men. Let's do something different.
Had way too many bald men.
We've had enough bald guys.
Do you think they do away with the abstergo, weird, outside of the game,
I hope so.
meta game?
They need to get back. They're too far. They can't do it now. But the last couple games have minimalized that as much as fucking possible.
Yeah.
And the movie's like, I think the best part is the future part. And
Oh, really?
The entire fucking movie was futuristic, except for like 29 minutes.
God damn it.
It was a piece of shit film.
God damn it. I never watched it.
Which scares me, because it's like, does Ubisoft really know what they have here?
Oh, no.
Because the thing that I love about Assassin's Creed is the fact that history is the way we know it from laymen's like you and me
Yep.
in the books. Everything we read is what we read.
Yeah.
They're not. It's not alternate history where they're telling us actually this happened. Everything you know is the same. However, all of those events have been shaped by this universal war between two not really good or evil parties that just have completely different viewpoints of how the world should be run.
Yeah.
And it's a shadow war that's gone on for all of human history.
Yeah.
That's the coolest fucking through line in games, or like one of the coolest through
badass.
lines in games.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that war. I love the debate between the Templars and the Assassins, and like, it's just so cool. And if this is like, I've heard it might be called Origins.
Yeah. That's,
So, like,
that's the rumor.
That is fucking sick. Like, we go back to like, I don't know what time they're going to go back to.
I don't know.
Personally, what I would like to see as a history buff would be during like the Roman like right after like the Roman occupation of Egypt. So Egypt is a lesser power now, and you have the Romans, whereas like the beginning of the Templar Order, they start to like these men, like these 6 men, they're not even Templars yet, but they've just started this. Like, they found one of the apples of Eden, and they started this plan of like, look, we got to fix this. We're gonna conquer the whole world, and everyone will be good and happy and peaceful. And like, that's the birth of the whole thing. Keep it simple. I don't want any fucking ocean battles. Just give me.
Hey, people really like the ocean battles, man.
Yeah, but after a while, it got old.
Oh, 100. Yeah, no. 100%.
So like, I want maybe a couple cities. I want a really, really good protagonist like Ezio, and just a really good story and simple. Simplify this shit. I don't want 600 icons on the map. Just simplify this shit. Just give me a really good story, like 30 hours long, a couple of interesting side mission types, and that's it. Just make it good. Like, I feel like they just crammed too much into that framework. If they just go back and just nail the essentials.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm like, not most excited, but that's one of my top things.
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed.
No,
anything
100%.
from Ubisoft, like Far Cry at all? Anything you want to see from Far Cry?
I don't want to see more of it.
Yeah.
I don't.
They're gonna do it.
They're gonna show too much, and then it's gonna ruin it, and that's what they do. But I'm excited for Assassin's Creed 2. I didn't play Syndicate. I mean 2 as in also. I didn't play Syndicate. I did play Unity after everything was patched, and I loved it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was really good too.
So yeah, I mean,
if
I'm
they did
excited.
Unity minus the glitches and minus like all of those missions, those little side things, just to like create a huge city that's
There's a
just
lot of
really
shit
beautiful.
to do in Unity, like a lot. Now that you
too
mention
much.
that, like
It was,
a lot of
it
side
was
quests.
just, and they were just bullshit.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
couple that were good. I liked like the murder mysteries were fun, but like for the most part, they were just busybody work.
100%.
Just shit, and it spewed all over the map.
Yep.
It was it's gross to even look at.
Yeah, I'm excited for both. I mean, maybe they'll.
I hope this year off
Come
has
up with
just
something
kind of
new,
refocused
probably
them. And I'm biased. I'm gonna be pumped for Assassin's Creed unless they just fuck it up. I'll be happy. So
100%. Jumping ahead to the one I'm most excited to talk about, Sony at 6 p.m. Pacific time.
there's a lot here.
A lot here.
Sony's the best.
Sony's the best. This
Right
one,
now. Right now, they're the best. They're the best
well,
company
yeah,
in games.
absolutely. And arguably in the last year or two, they've been fucking
This generation.
destroying
Everybody.
Microsoft.
Everybody.
Well, yeah. Well,
Like,
I don't even talk about
games-wise.
Nintendo. We'll do that next.
Well,
We'll fucking waste our time talking about Nintendo next. Sorry. Sony. Yeah, I had like way too many notes, and I had to delete a lot of them. It took me a long time to come up with very little that I have. Just
there's a lot to talk
to
about.
define it, you know what I mean? Obviously, number one for me is Last of Us Part 2. If you've ever listened to a podcast.
I don't think you'll see anything of that.
You don't think so?
Not at all.
Nothing?
I don't think they're
Not
even
even a wince?
I don't think they'll even.
Not even a picture of the Firefly symbol?
No, because when Sean Layden came out onto the stage at PlayStation Experience, the first thing he said was, "Look, guys, before I show you this, they're really, really early in this game.
Yeah.
That game's not coming out to like 2019.
No, I totally agree. No, I don't think
just
we're going to
don't
get
think you should keep
gameplay.
showing
No, I don't think we're going to get gameplay. Of course,
I don't even want to hear
think
the music.
The game is being made. It's
I
being
think
made.
Naughty
I
Dog
don't think
needs
it's.
to go the fuck away.
I'm hoping for something. Give me Troy Baker's hair.
No.
Make me.
I don't wanna
Show me
even hear
him and
about it.
Ashley Johnson
I don't even wanna
playing
hear,
fucking hopscotch.
I don't want to hear about
on
that
stage.
or Death Stranding. I don't want to hear about any of that.
Death Stranding, I put zero gameplay.
That game's not coming out till 2040.
I put
like,
zero gameplay.
Don't even these people who are like
Literally put no gameplay.
these people who are like, oh my god, 2018. No,
You're not.
You're not
Stop.
seeing this shit.
You're gonna see a lot
2021,
of.
like-
what's the guy's name? What's the crossbow guy from Walking Dead? Norman Reedus.
Oh.
You're gonna get more weird baby.
I don't think you will.
Baby Norman Reedus umbilical cord shit.
This is Monday that they're doing this.
So Monday, yep, at 6 p.m.
We should get together for that too.
Should we just make E3 like a camp at Ian's house thing?
Yeah, I think
That'd
we
be
might have
dope, dude.
We might have to. 6 p.m.
6 p.m. yeah.
Okay, so we should do one for Microsoft and one for Sony at least.
At least, yeah.
Just do those two because I want to talk about this afterward. I'm almost 100% positive. I'm like 99% positive. You will not hear a thing about Last of Us 2 or Death Stranding. Not even a logo or a part of the music or anything at all. Hideo won't be there.
Yeah.
None of those. No one will be there.
I don't know, man.
They have enough to go on without talking about shit that's not coming out for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, but they're banking on it, or they wouldn't have announced it before,
But
right?
they don't have to bank on it.
Yeah.
All you have to do is be like, boom, God of War, bitches.
Yeah.
Boom, Spider-Man, bitches.
That was my next thing I wanted to talk about. I didn't even put God of War because I'm not a huge God of War fan.
Well, yeah, but that's a big.
I put
that's
no,
a
what,
huge
yeah,
deal.
you're totally right. And I put Spider-Man as my next one. I love.
They're going to show gameplay.
Loved the old Spider-Man games on GameCube, and I played the shit out of 1 and 2. I hope they do show gameplay finally.
They will.
It's a real gameplay.
Extended gameplay. Do you think they'll get a release date?
I think we'll get a release estimation.
2018.
A better one.
It'll say 2018.
For sure be 2018. It'll probably be like early 2018, some bullshit like that. And then it'll get delayed, which I'm fine with. That's my...
I want to talk to you about that really quickly,
yeah.
because Shadow of War got delayed.
Yeah, it did.
And I don't mind...
we haven't talked about
I don't mind delays. Like, I don't want to come off as like, you're delaying my game. That's not what I'm talking about. But why are these companies saying, here's our game, and like, weeks later delaying them?
No, obviously we're not in a position to say anything about these games, but in a really weird way, and I don't know if you feel the same way, I almost take it personally when they're like, here's this shit that's going to get you really excited, and then, like you said, very, very soon after, are like, we're going to have
like,
to wait.
were you that... Did you not check with your dev team before you announced this? And they're like, all right, you guys ready for August? They're like, August?
No, they're all tired and miserable, and they're drinking coffee, and they're
Like,
trying to get
August?
this done. They're like, yeah, boss, we'll fucking do it. Don't lay us off. Because the games industry is such a cutthroat industry,
Yeah.
they're trying not to lose their job.
It just seems weird, because for me, like... So for me, like Red Dead Redemption is a little different.
Yeah.
They announced it a long-ass time ago. And
Which
they
I
just
wish
said...
they wouldn't have.
I know, but they if you're Red Dead Redemption, if you're Rockstar, everyone knows you're working on it.
Yeah.
So like,
100%.
just fucking let them know.
Mhm.
And then it's way like it was a long time ago. When was that? Like last year?
Last year, for sure.
They said end of 2017. And everyone went, that'll get delayed. Because it was a long time. It wasn't like they just showed it right now and said end of 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, so that makes sense. There's a long period of time where stories inside of your dev team develop like, actually, probably have to delay this. What I don't get is Warner Brothers, who come out in March.
Was it March?
It was fucking March.
I was thinking January. I was
No.
being kind with January.
No, it's
Jesus
March, and they're
Christ.
like August. Oh wait, hold on.
That's
like a month
insane.
later, like a couple of months later. Oh, actually, like a couple of months is nothing.
Yeah, no, it's...
So your game was in no shape to ship in August. Then they should have known that.
Yeah.
So I just don't get like, if you're going to announce your game, announce it way ahead of time, or just hold the fuck on.
Yeah, just don't talk
These
about it.
middle ground ones are confusing to me.
Yep,
Anyways.
it's fucked up. We touched on Spider-Man. Days Gone is the one that a lot of people aren't talking about a
yes,
lot. It's kind of
yes.
fallen under the radar a little
Yeah,
bit.
I feel like people are like, oh, it looks like Last of Us.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. It does not look like Last of
It
Us.
looks
First of all,
different
if you ever
to me.
played Last of Us, it looks nothing like it. Maybe visually it has plants.
It takes place
It
in
has-
my homeland.
It has trees, which makes it like Last of Us.
Pacific
but
Northwest.
Other than that, it has nothing to do with it. Yeah,
being made by Sony Bend, who are in Bend, Oregon, which is fucking awesome.
which automatically makes
I've
you love them.
Been there before, and it's a game. A lot of games don't take place up there in Oregon and
Yeah.
Washington, so I think it's really cool.
I think it'll add a cool scenery
like
to
the
it.
visuals of all those guys piling over each other.
There, okay.
Oh god,
there
it's
was a
so
lot of
scary.
problems though in that trailer that people were talking about, and myself, I noticed the fact that he's just a guy, he's just a biker guy who's surviving. It's obviously post everything went down. He has 1 million bullets, which is a problem.
Well, that was for me. Like if you watch E3, that was just for demo purposes.
Yeah, but for me, that affects it.
Oh,
You know,
really?
you know what I mean? Like that bothers me. Just like I'm like,
I
stop,
feel like
come on.
they were showing off their physics with the people and like
get
how
it.
they rush at you, and
Yeah.
they're showing off the gameplay, how it looks, and how I don't know.
I get it, but that would bother me if I played the game. If he's just like, all right, shoot forever, and the guy just no, and he's just laying down giant piles of zombies
just looked
that,
so cool.
that were
It
not
was so
there
scary.
10 minutes ago.
And you'd have to like jump over the things, and they would come
Yeah.
wrecking over. It just looked really cool.
It did look cool, but how many of those sequences are in that game?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, where the fuck were those zombies 10 minutes ago? I don't know.
Yeah, we need to see more.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we need to
I
definitely
think
see more.
again, I think that's a classic case of them showing it off too early.
Yeah, I think that's every game.
Ben wasn't ready, and Sony's like, "You ready?" We're like, "Yeah."
Yep. Sure, yeah, go take this.
Just give him infinite ammo because we don't have an ammo counter yet.
We don't have time to
Whatever.
reload.
Yeah.
Two more. One more I want to touch on. Or I'm sorry, two more.
We got to touch on God of War.
Next one I wanted to touch on. Oh, that's not on here.
We have to talk about God of War.
Okay, talk about God of War. I have nothing.
Oh, you want to just do it now?
I have nothing. Talk about God of War.
Dude, I'm not a huge God
There's
of
a
War
kid
guy.
involved. I know that.
I'm not a huge God of War guy.
Uh-huh.
I'm not.
Kratos looks old.
Kratos is not a good character.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't like it when he
He's
fucks Aphrodite?
Cool looking.
Yeah.
And he like has sex with
Which
Aphrodite and
is
shit.
dope.
The thing about those games, I played the first one and beat it, and I played the prequel one, Ascension.
I played the one on PSP. I don't remember what it was called.
I remember it.
Or was that Prince of Persia?
No, there was definitely a PSP one.
Okay.
because I played it.
Then that's the one I played.
and it was all right.
Yeah,
Ghost of Sparta.
it's whatever.
Ghost
Sure.
of Sparta.
Yeah, sure.
Here's the thing I like. that I am excited for God of War 4, and not because I'm a God of War fan. I'm not a God of War fan. The camera is third person fixed behind him now.
Yeah, which is weird.
It looks good, and I like that control style. It looks brutal. The gameplay looks fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
Like, when he just fucking halves that monster in half with a single blow, it's beautiful. The art direction looks really cool. And the main thing is that they addressed, it had what God of War never had to me, which was a soul of character. And he was like this dad, and I don't know, it just looks different. I don't know, it looked great. I just, at the end of that, it hit everything that I would, if it didn't say God of War, or if God of War didn't exist, and this was just God of War for the first time anyone ever seen it, would you be pumped?
Yeah, I would.
I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's the way that I thought about it. I'm like, I don't love that series, so it's a little bit of a tinge of like, maybe I don't really care. But then I thought about it. If you think about it objectively, that was one of the, in my opinion, one of the best E3 demos I'd seen in years. And it looks really fucking good. And it's almost like a reboot for the series, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be great, actually.
Yeah, man.
So I just can't wait to see more of it. I think we're going to get a release date, which will be either the end of this year or the beginning. I'm thinking it's going to be like February 13th, 2018. That's my guess.
That's fair.
So
it's definitely fair.
I can't wait. I'm really excited for it.
You think we'll get any more on Uncharted 4: The Lost Legacy?
I hope not, because it's coming out in August.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, I think you will get something, because they just, I mean, they're going to push their shit.
Yeah, I know, but
you know what I
mean? I don't want to see any more on a game that's not...
I didn't even watch the last trailer. I was like, no.
Oh,
there was a big gameplay reveal of it.
I don't even know that. I didn't even know that. Huh.
I don't watch it. I'm like, it's Uncharted. I'm done. I don't need to see it.
Sold.
Yeah.
Put a stamp on it. The next one I wanted to touch on for Sony, just because they have kind of that early release DLC-ish kind of deal Activision. I wanted to touch on Call of Duty World War II.
Do you think they'll talk to... Well, do you think Destiny 2 will be on Sony platform?
I think so. Yeah. I think they both will.
I think they'll go... Destiny 2 will be on Sony's.
I think they both...
Think?
Yeah, I think they both will.
Yeah.
I think Destiny 2 and Call of Duty will both be on Sony's.
I don't get Call of Duty being on Sony. It doesn't look right or feel right to me.
Because we're Xbox guys.
It's an Xbox bro game.
You know what I mean? But PS4s have bros too, though.
And it does now.
Bros are everywhere, man.
Yeah, I know they are.
They're taking over.
They are. They really are.
But no, we're both excited for Call of Duty World War II.
I actually am excited for a Call of Duty game. I'm probably going to buy it on day one.
We're both excited for Destiny 2. I mean, no. No, I thought we were. Ian, I thought we taled about this. Ian,
I thought
where'd you go?
All right.
Where'd you go?
I thought it looked all right.
Nathan Fillion, bro.
Nathan
Fillion.
I am going to watch from the background.
Yeah?
As all of you spend a lot of hard-earned money on it. Just like I did the first time.
For the first time.
I will watch all reactions.
So you were just so burned that
Absolutely.
Really?
No game has ever burned me more than Destiny.
Wow.
And it's their fault.
No,
I'll admit if I overhype something. And maybe I overhyped it a little bit. Maybe I did. But I read articles with quotes from the fucking dev team about shit that was not in that game.
Yeah.
At all. And I was like really, 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 really burnt by Destiny 1.
Yeah.
So there's no fucking way I'm buying Destiny 2 on day 2. However,
day 1.
If you cool. Awesome. I want to know all about it.
No. Because you said day 2. I was just correcting you and saying day 1.
No, I'm not even buying it on day 2.
Oh, not even day 2. Okay.
I'm not buying it on day 1 or day 2 or day 3 or day 4.
I might. Here's the problem.
watch you guys buy it. If you love it, if you're all like, dude, it fixed everything, then I will pick it up.
Here's the problem. If you're not buying it and the goal of the game is to play it with other people, I'm probably not going to buy it.
Then let's just watch YouTube.
We might just have to watch, unless my brother picks it up or something,
watch
then
YouTube,
I'll buy it. But,
talk to friends at work.
Yeah.
Talk to people. Well, don't talk to people in YouTube comments.
Nope, don't do that.
But just watch the reviewers that you like, the main reviews, the Metacritics, all that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to read the reviews because I don't care about the scores. I want to know if the reviews are saying, hey,
what's it doing?
All of this shit that wasn't in the first game they said it would be is in this one, and they fixed it all, and they want you back, and then I will buy it. But
remember when you could dance, Ian? You could make your guy dance.
Oh, God.
And that was any thoughts on Call of Duty being there? Do you think it will be?
Yeah, Call of Duty will be there. Who the fuck is calling me from this?
Who the fuck? Are we calling them live? Are we answering live?
No, we're not answering that.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I think Call of Duty's going to be there. I mean, they already have a release date and stuff, so they'll probably just have like a trailer. I don't know what else are you going to show me. It's World War II. It's Normandy Beach. I'm sold.
100%.
I don't need to see anymore.
Sold. Done.
Done.
Saving Private Ryan. Done.
Yeah, exactly. So
want to jump over to Nintendo real quick and get this shit over with?
Let's
Nintendo, Tuesday, June 13th, 9 a.m. Pacific time. I read a quote that I really liked.
What day was it? Tuesday?
Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
Obviously, prime time if you're reaching out to people.
Well, they don't care about E3, dude. Nintendo. Last time Nintendo came out, they're like, yeah, Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, but we all know Zelda's alive already.
Yeah, I was reading about it on trustedreviews.com. I want to make sure they get credited. I read a quote from, I don't know, I should have put down the writer, but it was that the Switch's honeymoon phase, if you will, is over. And I completely agree with that. I think anyone who wanted to play Zelda has played it. Or anyone who really wanted to play Zelda, you know what I mean, who was willing to spend the money, has already played it and beaten it. It kind of lost its honeymoon phase feeling.
That's why I didn't buy it.
What's that?
That's why I didn't buy it.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, by the time it would have come around where we could have bought it, it was already kind of not the talk anymore. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to play it so I could talk to people about it. Because it had that old game feeling where you had to talk about it and you learn shit, and people were like, hey, there's a Master Sword.
Cool.
And you're like, what? Let's go find
it. I don't know about you, I have every intention to purchase a Switch.
I probably don't. I would if I went places. When am I just don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, for a handheld, which is what I would use it as.
Attach it to your TV then.
No, I wouldn't do that. I don't know why. I don't know, unless I brought the Pro Controller. But then out of fucking pride, I'm like, I shouldn't be paying extra for a fucking Pro Controller.
You shouldn't be paying for a normal goddamn
A normal controller, yeah. Why call it a Pro Controller? It's a normal controller.
I will say, for most people that I've talked to, they don't go anywhere. Jimmy doesn't really go anywhere.
Yeah, but he's a Nintendo guy.
But I think that it would be one of those things where the novelty would make you want to. I feel like you'd get in bed and play it. You'd sit on the couch and it's right there. Mm-hmm. You just grab it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe. Yeah. What am I going to play?
Zelda, dude.
Yeah, but I don't want to play it now. I already know. I know everything about it. Not everything, but
really?
I've watched people play it.
I haven't. Oh, see, I'm not.
I wanted to be part of it. I wanted to be part of the conversation.
I'm not even looking at that game because I have to play that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to, but
I refuse to buy a console, even if it's not a console. I refuse to buy it based on one game. It's not enough.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So when Mario comes out, and if it gets 9s and 10s, it's the greatest Mario of all time. Blah 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 blah. Dude, that's 2 games right there. Like, and then there's the more they release, there's some really cool like indie games, like Stardew Valley's coming out for Switch. There's like a bunch of stuff coming out. So by the end of this year, Switch will go on sale. I hope someday Switch will go on sale for $199 with 2 games. Then I'm gonna fucking buy it.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I agree with you there.
I just don't have the rush.
Yeah,
because I'm not. Nintendo lost me a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I still love their properties. And I still think they have some of the best software developers anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not their fault that their company that runs them is a goddamn buffoon. You know? I mean, so I'm not going to... I really want to play Zelda. That's why I haven't even looked at any of it. I've listened to reviews and stuff and like podcasts about people talking about it, but I haven't watched any videos of it.
Yeah.
And
I think there's
Mario... I loved Mario 64 as a kid. Like, if they can hit that again, I would absolutely play the shit out of that. Like I said, some other indie games that are coming to the... just, you know, some like maybe some JRPGs or whatever. Like, I'm down. I'm down to do all that on a Switch. Like, games... There are just specific Minecraft... Like, specific kind of games that work on the handheld thing like that
100%, yeah.
So I will buy one, just not $300.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think Super Mario Odyssey offers a lot of promise.
That's what they're going to show, right? That's got to be their
that's all they have,
game of the show. Well, but do you... And here's the thing. There's one thing that could get me to buy it earlier. And that's a Metroid game.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God.
Really?
That's my favorite Nintendo property.
God, what console was that?
Sci-fi horror?
When did I play that?
Well, they released them on NES and
8?
SNES.
I know, but there was one.
Bunch of them.
The only Metroid game I've ever played.
The GameCube one was fucking awesome.
First person shooter game.
Dude, that game was so...
I played the shit out of
it. It's
that
Metroid
game.
Prime, right?
Yeah.
That game was so
I played the shit out of it. You could, like, turn into a little ball.
It was so cool.
It was actually really cool.
That was a great game. I love Metroid. I love Super Metroid. Like, the music. It was very influenced by Alien. If you go back and look at that game, it's so influenced by Alien. It's dark, rainy, gritty sci-fi. I'm so down with that. It's so not Nintendo that I would do that. Also, Castlevania. If they could come out with Castlevania.
Yeah.
I know that's not Nintendo.
Yeah. But it would work on a Nintendo platform.
That's what I'm saying.
I know
if they release one for the Nintendo, that'd be really good. So, like, those dark games, I would definitely I would be down, and I will buy a Switch if they start releasing games that I want.
My biggest thought was that they need to, with the games, I mean, they need to focus more on quality over quantity. You know what I mean? We need these big games.
I feel like they haven't done either.
No, I know.
You
I
had
agree
a
with
tiny
you.
little
That's what I'm
library.
saying is what they need to do. That's not what they're doing, because I don't know if you're excited for ARMS or Splatoon 2
Fuck
or
that.
you know what I mean. Like I just don't care. But
I don't care about those games.
Super Mario Odyssey will hopefully be great. A Metroid game would be awesome.
Dude, a
Zelda's
Metroid game,
perfect.
I would melt. Oh, fuck! I forgot to mention that about Sony.
What? Sony?
I want a Bloodborne 2 announcement.
Do you want a Bloodborne 2?
Oh, absolutely.
You, for the people who don't know, beat Bloodborne, one of the only quote-unquote Dark Souls games that you've ever beaten.
Not one of the only.
The only,
The
I
only
apologize,
From Software game I've
the
ever
only From Software game you've beaten.
Gotten really far in all the Dark Souls games, but never.
Yeah,
beaten
what does
them.
that mean? That doesn't mean anything, though, in a Dark Souls game. You could think you're really far, and you'd be like, oh, I just found a weird thing.
No, I was. I
Like,
just
they're
saying that I
they're
didn't.
weird.
I wasn't like. I didn't just run to the first boss and die and quit.
Yeah,
Like I get like dozens of hours.
Yeah.
And pretty far into the game, and I
100%.
just like, oh, I can't do it anymore. I just want to see the end.
You pull your hand out of the blender, and you're like, I can't fucking do
Pretty
it
much.
anymore.
But Bloodborne was that, but less for me. It took me a long time to beat it, but for whatever reason, there was always a tick in the back of my mind. It was like,
Yeah.
you still haven't beaten Bloodborne,
Yeah.
and that's not happening with Dark Souls. But I beat Bloodborne. I was like, dude, Bloodborne. I'm like, fuck, Bloodborne's good, and I love just the way he moves and the way he looks, and just
And it was
everything
on
about that
PlayStation
game.
4, and you're
It's-
not that
it's
guy.
One of my. No, I buy any. Dude, I am PlayStation. The reason I own one is for the exclusives. That's. I mean, that's why I own one.
Right,
So Bloodborne is one of the reasons that I'm glad I bought one.
Right.
Like Bloodborne 2, I would be more excited. That would be probably. It would be more excited than that than anything other than maybe what BioWare or Bethesda can bring, depending on what they did.
Yeah.
But like that would blow out any announcement for me. Bloodborne 2, I'm fucking made.
Yeah.
And I think they might do it.
I think you're
Anyway,
right.
I just forgot to talk about that. And I
No,
remember
I
I was
think you're
thinking
right.
about that earlier today. I wanted Bloodborne 2.
One can only hope.
Yep.
That's it, man.
Isn't it?
That's E3.
So, where does CD Projekt Red fit into this? Because I
They're
was
just
hoping to see
Hanging out.
I was
writing,
hoping to see
They're writing thank you notes.
Cyberpunk 2077.
I did read
Isn't that what it's called?
Did you
Is
re-
it 2077?
2077. Yeah. Did you read that article about those people
The
trying to
ransom
hold
thing?
him for ransom?
Yeah.
Trying
Of
to-
all the companies to hold for ransom,
And they're like,
why don't you
we,
do that to EA or
uh,
some asshole?
Yeah, not these really nice people
Not
who
these
fucking write
yeah,
thank you
beloved-
notes and shit. And
Yeah.
you're like, God, you're such a piece of shit. I fucking hate people.
But they were like, we don't care.
Yeah, they were like, they literally didn't give a fuck.
Like, this
They're
is really old. Like,
um,
this shit's not even in the
We've
game
already
anymore.
talked about this shit. Just do it.
Just release it.
Just do it.
And
the
to our
people with
fans,
it-
please don't look it up.
yeah, and the people with it are like, but we want money. They're probably really
So fucking
disappointed. Now,
retarded.
but,
But is that something they're self-published, so
yeah.
would they would probably just get a marketing deal through Sony or Microsoft, right? Isn't that what they did for Witcher?
Witcher was definitely through Microsoft because I
It was on
remember.
Microsoft.
I remember every time an Xbox commercial came on, it was for Witcher 3.
So maybe for one of them.
It was that
They'll
scene
get-
where you're fighting the fucking harpy at the beginning, and then
Oh yeah, God,
so good,
fucking love Witcher.
so good.
Yeah, I want to hear more about. So you think we'll hear about Cyberpunk at all during this?
I don't know
On one
anything
of the-
about it. I don't know. It hasn't even.
Well, you don't know anything about it because you haven't even seen Blade Runner, which is like
Right,
why
yeah.
this game exists.
Yeah, I don't.
So
No,
I'm really curious what you're going to say.
I know
about
Harrison
the movie,
Ford's
by
in
the way.
it.
Yeah.
He's in the new one.
Yep.
It's in the future.
Yep.
There's like these robot people.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he is one. Spoiler.
Yep.
Yep. Called it.
Well,
don't need to watch it now.
It is one. It is, but it actually never like expressly says that. That's
okay.
why I didn't mind spoiling it because
Ryan Gosling's in the new one.
Yeah. So
He's a
anyway,
handsome fella.
yeah. I hope we hear about Cyberpunk. I guess it would be through Sony or Microsoft.
Probably Microsoft. We would assume.
Again, I keep thinking of all these games that would outdo. That would be the number one game.
Yeah, really?
Oh, dude, it's CD Projekt Red.
Fair enough.
They just got done making the greatest role playing game of all time.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So I'm gonna be excited
Not
for
a
the
big
next
deal.
role playing game.
Not a big deal. Fair enough.
Anything that came up into your brain, like mine, that just shot up in there as you were.
Dude, everything I could fit into my brain, I put into that notepad.
Well,
into
thank
that
you for
fucking
doing
notepad.
that. I
Yeah.
did not do that. I appreciate that.
No, man, you still had more to say than I did, which is hilarious. But
I feel like I talk over you sometimes.
no, come on.
I don't mean to do that.
Only a lot. I'm just kidding. JK, the people don't mind. No, man, I wanted to come in here with a little ammunition. I'm excited about E3. I'm trying to make myself re-excited about E3.
Well, just do it from like a critical thing now.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm considering ourselves
Yeah, but
amateur press members.
Very amateur. Pre-amateur. But I still want to be a fan. You know, I still want to be a gamer. I
Yeah.
still want to get stoked about fucking
That's
the
what
new
I'm
Call
saying.
of
Like,
Duty game.
but I would, if you're down, if you have the time, I would love to get together for the Microsoft and Sony
That'd be great.
conferences and do quick, like, 20-minute or
We should.
30-minute talks.
I should take off work.
Immediate post talks.
We should take
Should
off
we put
work.
this up tonight? Because E3 starts
We should do
tomorrow
that. No, we
officially.
really should do that.
So I'll do that.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, this episode will be up Friday night.
Right now.
Right now.
Woo!
Man, that's crazy. This is the most recently we've ever put up an episode.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm really close to myself recording this right now.
My God.
Oh my god.
It's like we just recorded before upload.
Podcastception.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Whoa!
I don't know.
I got really hot in here. What happened?
Any final thoughts at all?
Yeah, we're
Any
at
wraps?
104.
I think we're good, and we kind of quickly covered it all.
I'm excited. I hope
too.
we play some fucking Overwatch tonight.
I also want to just be slapped. I just want to be bitch slapped in the face by an announcement
With
that
a
we
new,
didn't
just
see. Just
big
something that's
game
completely
dick.
like, oh, you didn't talk about this at all. Bitch slapped.
Just big dick to the mouth.
Yeah, oh, hell yeah.
I mean face. I mean hand. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope we get something that we didn't expect. I would hate to meet back afterwards
And be right about
and be like,
everything.
hey, remember when you talked about that? Yeah.
Yep, you nailed it. You nailed it.
Great. That was
I'd probably get a little high in my big
7
ego.
hours. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I can't wait. I hope we play some Overwatch tonight, which I'm excited about. I know it's not related to E3.
Absolutely will.
But I'm trying not to overhype it, but I love the game right now, and I love playing it with you guys.
It's great.
Fucking awesome.
It's great. It's wonderful.
I apologize to Doug if you're listening. I haven't been able to play with him very much.
I don't know if he listens to our podcast or not.
Well, if he does, half the week I'm not able to get on late at night. At least not with other people because I can't have a mic on. I have to be quiet.
Right.
So I haven't been able to get on with him. He's been pushing real hard for it.
Oh, yeah.
But hopefully tonight we'll rekindle the fire of our trifecta of Overwatch. And I cannot wait. We're going to get you to ranked. Double XP weekend. We're going to hopefully not lose a lot and go from there.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, and we will see you on Sunday, maybe, for
a
reaction from
kind of thing?
Microsoft?
Are we not waiting for Nintendo?
Nah, fuck Nintendo, man.
Okay.
I mean, unless they just blow us away.
Wait,
If
so
they're like, Mario, Metroid,
Do you wanna
Castlevania,
do-
I'd be like, all right, we got to talk about Nintendo.
would you rather wait till Monday and do Microsoft and Sony?
We could. I
Are
just
we
like
only
the
going to
immediate
do
reactions.
Microsoft? Or do you want to do then
Both.
one on Sunday, one on Monday?
Yeah,
Fuck
that's what
let's
I'd
do it.
like. I think that would
Let's
be
do it, man.
best content.
It'll be quick.
That was a great sentence. I think that'd be best content.
It's like your text messages.
Oh, that'd be best.
It's like your text
Fuck
messages.
you. 90% of my text messages
For a
are
guy
like
who's
gold.
so like grammatically confound, you're like texting like
Grammatically
big,
confound.
That's a word. Shut up.
Confounding
you,
is like
you text me and you're like
makes sense.
you're like you're like big excite game today podcast. Let's our food.
Good job insulting my grammar by using totally wrong words.
I never complimented mine. Fuck off.
See you guys on Sunday.
Later.